say that a man is the closest thing to God. No matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day, and we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day.
He has to have a code. He has to have certain things he's going to say and do, and he means it. You know, when I was coming up, if a man said something, that was his word was bond.
For some guys, they're invisible to women. In order for them to stop complaining, they just really have to step up their game, meaning they have to step up their strategy. They have to become a more attractive guy. So the reason why so many guys are sexless is because they don't have any game.
Weak men need to be purged. And what I mean by that is that there was a time where only the strongest men had valuable things.
Anybody that's been out here in the last 10 years, it's easier to get sex than it is to make $100. Basically put yourself in a position and they throwing it to you. So I think, again, weak men have risen up and they have a voice and they spew their shit onto other weak men and they fall for it. And it's this whole victimhood thing.
I say, okay, put your arm out. They put their arm out. I say, grab your arm. You can grab your arm.
When I think of a man in my head, he takes responsibility with a purpose. And this responsibility gives him struggle, and through that struggle, he gets strength, and through that strength, he creates structure.
Smack your arm. You can smack your arm, pinch your arm. Okay, you're real. Go fucking knock on Fear's door and grab his arm.
Whatever he wants out of life, whatever he desires out of life, whatever steps he wants to take to secure what he requires, I think he should be true to that first and foremost.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
See, the emotional male will always use emotions to make excuses for the fact he ain't shit.
You gotta be ready to go the distance behind what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to die about some shit.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity, specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yo, what's poppin'? Oh shit, my niggas in the building. What's going on? What's going on?
What up? What up?
Chilling. We got Miles in the. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a fucking good one. I'm telling you.
The title, bro. I had to get a piece of this shit. I was like, nah, nigga. Come on, man.
What's going on? We got the late night game, people. The late night game is in here. We about to get it in. And guys, remember, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com so that you can join the Masculine Identity Membership for the summer sale. You got $1 for 30 days, people. $1 for 30 days. You feel me? Yo, it's hot as fuck out here, man. It is hot as a motherfucker. You feel me? So make sure you guys go to Masculine Identity Membership, get the summer sale, $1 for 30 days. The shit is fire. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials. Make sure you get that shit. You feel me? But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building. And the call-in number is 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. If you guys want to call in, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We'll get to your question. And yeah, man, so today's topic, guys, man, this one is called The Dangers of Trying to Prove Yourself to Women, okay? This is very dangerous right now. One of the things, the reason why I came with this title, and I also said, you're doing this without realizing this, right? The reason why I came up with this title is that what I'm noticing a lot is I see a lot of people giving advice to guys, to men and stuff, and also I see guys just dating, and their whole strategy, their whole game, right, is basically trying to prove themselves to a woman. You feel what I'm saying? So, for example, these are the ways that it happens where you probably don't even realize it, right? See, what happens is that one of the main things that a lot of guys do when it comes to them trying to prove themselves to women is that you're trying to get a woman to think you're attractive, right, by taking certain actions, right? So what happens is you want a woman to see you a certain way. Right? So what happens is that you do things to get the woman to see you a certain way because you want the woman that bad, right? So you want the woman to want you, so then you do things to get her to see you a certain way. So for example, let's say you get a girl's number. You say to yourself, well, I'm going to wait 3 days to text her to try to set up a date or something because I want her to think I'm busy and I'm a high value man. You feel what I'm saying? Right? So you're doing this because you're like, well, I want her to think I want her to think I'm mysterious. I want her to be guessing about me. That's you trying to actually prove yourself to a woman, because what you're doing is that you're trying to create a narrative, hopefully thinking that she will think you're this way to make her attracted to you so that you can get her. You feel what I'm saying? Or you might do some shit like, you try to act like you don't really like her that much. You might, like a lot of pickup artists used to do this thing called negging, where they'll talk to the girl and make fun of her to try to make it seem like they're really not that interested. Or guys will try to not validate a woman, right? So what happens is that when you are trying to prove yourself to a woman, what you're basically saying is that I want this woman's approval so that she will like me so that I can get her, right? And then this is the thing you guys have to understand, is that when you guys are trying to get women, right? When you're trying to get women to like you, when you're trying to acquire a situation with a woman, right? To get her to want to be with you, the mindset that you already have is the mindset of a loser. You're losing. And the reason why is this is because of this. You shouldn't be trying to get with the woman. The woman should be trying to get with you. I'm going to say it again.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You should not be trying to get with a woman. A woman should be trying to get with you. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it works. See, you shouldn't be trying to prove yourself to a woman. A woman should be trying to prove herself to you, because the woman should be trying to get with you. And a lot of times what happens is that the reason why you're trying to prove yourself or trying to pretend or trying to act like whatever you're trying to act like to get her to see you a certain way is because you're actually not that way. So the thing is this, if you're trying to get her to see you as this, high value, busy guy who's mysterious and all that, the reason why you're trying to get her to see you that way is because you're not that way.
Not that way.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you were that way, it would just naturally be a thing and you wouldn't be trying to get her to see you that way.
Ass knuckle.
So you guys gotta understand. But Miles, what's your thoughts on this shit though?
Man. Prove myself to a woman? Let me tell you something. There was a time when young Miles Cunningham thought that that's what it was. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
There was a time when young Miles Cunningham thought that's what it was. And then there became a time when young Miles Cunningham found out who the fuck he was and what he was.
Right.
And the value that he brought to the world. Not fuck the value that he brought to a bitch. The value that he brought to the world.
Right.
And when you understand, when you know the value that you bring to the world, you realize, why would you ever want to prove yourself to anybody? Anybody.
Right.
Much less a fucking bitch. See, let me tell you something. There's an order on purpose. Nature has created an order on purpose.
Right.
God, man, woman, child.
Right.
Every person has to prove something to the person above them. As a man, the only thing I have to prove something to is God and myself. As a man, the only thing I have to prove something to is God and myself. Now, for those of you who understand that God is within you, guess who you proving something to?
Right.
Yourself.
Exactly.
Why the fuck would I ever need to prove anything to? Yo, sometimes I look at myself, man, and it's like I can't give y'all my personal life. I can't really sit here and tell y'all certain shit. But when I look at my life, I look at the value that I bring to this world and to specific human beings on this planet. And the things that I do, the way that I think, the way that I influence, the way that I affect people.
Right.
I'm like, why would I ever be afraid of any person? You ever heard when a nigga say, I fear no man but God?
Right.
I fear no man but God. So the thing is, and truthfully, there's really no fear, because when you understand what God actually is, when you at a certain level of game and you understand what God actually is, you understand that there's no reason to fear at all. There's no reason to fear at all, because once you know who you are and you know the value that you bring, you realize that there's no fucking fears. All you niggas talking about approach anxiety. All you niggas talking about, oh, well, Miles, I don't know what to say.
Right.
Nigga, everything that comes out of my mouth is golden. Are you stupid? Every thought that I have is $1 million idea. Are you dumb? Why the fuck you think? Look at Wallow and what's the other nigga? Gilly.
Right.
Call they show $1 million worth of game.
Right.
Why the fuck you think they call they show that? Gilly and Wallow have been having the same conversations they've always had.
Right.
But what made them label the show $1 million worth of game? It's because of their perspective of what they see in themselves.
Right.
And this is the type of shit that we try to instill it in y'all, but not every one of y'all is gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas is shout out to and I don't mean to call him out, but the reason why I'm gonna call him out is because there's so many niggas like him. But shout out to the homie Leak.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the homie Leak. Those who know. Those who've been following the chat and whatever know who I'm talking about.
Right.
But every time he asks me a question, bro, he's asking me, Miles, what do I do when a woman does this?
Mm-hmm.
Miles, what happens why do women do this? Why do women behave this way?
Mm-hmm.
And my question to him every fucking time is, why do you care?
Exactly.
Why the fuck do you care? You see my t-shirt? And when I saw the title, I purposely put this fucking t-shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed this t-shirt. I was like, I gotta wear this fucking t-shirt.
Right.
So niggas know we ain't the same as them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The same as them.
Mm-hmm.
They got pussies. They walk around with an open fucking wound. We penetrate that shit for pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that again. They walk around with an open wound, and we penetrate their open wound for just to feel good for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. We get to put our dicks inside of them just to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And then subsequently, we give them a seed, and they have. Don't you realize this? We stick our dick in a woman. And because nature said so, not me. So you could sit here and call me a chauvinist if you want to. But look, nature says that when I stick my dick inside a female, she has to. Listen to me. She has to. She doesn't get a choice in the matter. She has to carry my seed for 9 fucking months and give me a human being.
Mm-hmm.
She has to. She doesn't choose to. When I choose to put my dick inside of her and penetrate her open wound, I get a human being because nature says she has to. Don't you understand, men? Don't you understand what you are? Don't you fucking understand when a farmer puts a seed in the ground and he gets crop, he gets to feed the entire fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
When a man decides to put his seed into a woman, he populates the entire fucking world. Don't you see the position of power that we hold as men? Don't you see it?
Mm.
And then you sit there and you get approach anxiety to say hello to a bitch? Are you kidding me?
Exactly right.
No, seriously, break it down in your own fucking mind. When I stick my dick in a woman, right? Then I put my seed in her, bro. She has no. Look. Let's forget modern technology and medicine. Let's forget all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all that shit. Let's talk about natural occurrence. When I decide to stick my dick in a woman, bro, she has to go through the pain and suffering of 9 months, and then she has to go through the pain of labor to bring me what I gave her.
Mm-hmm.
She has to. It is a force of nature that I put upon her. I put that upon her.
Mm.
And then y'all niggas is scared to say hello to a fucking female because she look good.
But see that all of that happens because remember, a lot of guys are conditioned to think they have to prove themselves to women. This is why you have things like courting. You understand what I'm saying? The idea of courting is to prove your worth to the woman. Right now, this is the issue, and this is the thing that's gonna blow your mind. This will, if you listen to what I'm about to say, this is the thing that's gonna show you why most people have weak game. Most guys have weak game, and most guys don't really know how to have tight game. So this is the thing, right? See, it's not about proving yourself to a woman. It's about being who you are, and the woman has to recognize who you are. That is it.
That's it.
I'm gonna say it again. It's being who you are, and then the woman recognizing who you are. So, for example, if you wanted to work at Google, does Google have to prove themselves to you, or should you recognize that Google is the place to work at?
My nigga.
You see what I'm saying? So listen, follow what I'm saying. If does Google have to prove itself to you, or do you need to recognize that Google is the place to work at? Does the NBA have to prove themselves to a basketball player, or does the basketball player have to recognize that the NBA is the place to be?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So what happens is this. A lot of you guys, what you're doing is that you don't know that you're Google. You don't know that you're the NBA. So what happens is that because you don't know it, you're trying to get the woman to think you are it by doing a lot of trickery and manipulation.
Right.
What happens is that by doing that, what you get into is a fucking flow of trying to prove to the woman that you are Google. But the thing is, you are not Google yet because you don't recognize it. Like, you actually are, but you're not, because you don't recognize it, it's not real to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you start doing a bunch of fuck shit.
Right.
See, and this is the thing. Think about it like this, right? What you guys have to understand is this. So when you're dealing with a woman, right? There's usually three reasons why she don't want to fuck with you.
Right.
It's either she's attracted, but she's really intimidated. So she's going to fall back, right? She doesn't understand you, meaning she doesn't understand how to deal with you. Mm-hmm. Or 3, she's not interested, meaning she doesn't give a fuck. She don't care. So it's either she's attracted, but she's intimidated. She doesn't understand you, or she don't give a shit. Now, let's break that down. Let's say I'm a mathematician, right? Now, I'm the mathematician. I'm not trying to prove to you that 2 + 2 is 4. I know 2 + 2 is 4. So if I know 2 + 2 is 4, do I need to try to prove to you that 2 + 2 is 4? No, because I know 2 + 2 is 4. But check this out. I might tell you 2 + 2 is 4 and tell you I'm a mathematician, but you might be intimidated by the aspect of math. Like, I don't feel like dealing with all these numbers. That's too much. Like, that sounds interesting, but that's too much. Or I tell you 2 + 2 is 4, but since you don't understand it and it's confusing you, you fall back and you say, I don't want to fuck with it. Or I tell you 2 + 2 is 4 and I'm a mathematician. You're like, I don't give a fuck about math, right? So that's what happens. Either way, I'm not trying to prove to you that 2 + 2 is 4, and I'm not trying to prove to you that I'm a mathematician. I am what I am. It is what it is. So now you would need to recognize that 2 + 2 is 4 and that you're interested in doing math in order to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about proving yourself. It's about the woman recognizing that you are it. That's really that simple. So a lot of guys, what happens is their game is, well, like think about this. For example, you guys, I'm sure you've been in a situation where you wanted to text a girl something, right? You wanted to text her, and you probably said to yourself, you had your phone up, you was like, damn, should I send her that text? That might seem a little needy, right? If you think about that, what you're saying is, I'm afraid of looking a certain way to her because I want to look a different way to her. You know what I'm saying? Which means you're trying to prove yourself to the woman, right? Like I said earlier, when you're saying, oh, I got her number, but I'm going to wait 3 days so she doesn't think I'm needy and thirsty, again, that's you trying to prove yourself to the woman. Now, if you know you're that guy, if you know you're not needy and thirsty, if you know that you're a guy who's confident, right? You do whatever you do regardless of the woman. So you don't give a shit about if she's going to fuck with it or not. Because regardless if she fucks with it or not, you're still that guy. So it doesn't matter. So you're not trying to prove that you are, which means you're not doing the weird ass shit trying to prove you are, right? And this is what most guys do with their game. Most guys, what they do is this, and it's unfortunate. You know, when you hear a guy say, well, Lucario Miles, you know, it don't matter, you know, all this game shit. I could just trick and get a girl, or you know, it don't matter that I took her out on 3-4 dates. You know, I still got the pussy. It don't matter that I spent $2,000 on a girl. I still got to have sex. But check this out. What happened is is they acquired those things, in most cases, doing something they didn't want to do, which means they acquired the woman by not being themselves. Right? Now, when you have tight game, what you're able to do is you're able to acquire the woman by being yourself. Now, it's the same concept as this. Think about, you have two people and they both are making money. One person is making money doing what they love. They're in their dream job or they're entrepreneur. They're loving it and they're making the money. They're making money doing that thing that they want to do based on who they are and what they're really about. Then you have the second guy. He's making money too, but he hates his fucking job. So they're both making money, but one is happy, one is not. It's the same thing when you're dealing with women. You have two guys dealing with women. One guy is getting a woman on his terms because he has tight game. Another guy had to not be himself to get the girl. Because anytime you're doing something you really don't want to do to get her, you're just like the person working at the job they hate to get money. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. So it's like anytime you guys was like, fuck, man, I don't really want to take this girl out on another date, but I think I should because I want to get pussy. Or I don't really feel like talking to this girl on the phone, but I think I should because I want to prove to her that I'm, whatever guy so I can get her. I don't really care about asking her how her day was, but I think I should so I can build rapport so I can get her. All of that shit is you trying to prove yourself to the fucking woman. So you're the guy with the job you hate, but you're making money though. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? My guys can call up 646-481-3901 is a number.
Look, my question is this. Please name me one natural process that a woman can inflict on me, a man.
Right.
Name me one. Because I know niggas want to play the victim and be like, yo, women could divorce you and they could Me Too you and blah, blah. No. Okay, cool. But name me one natural process that a bitch could do to me and force me to go through something.
Right.
Force me to go through a change. Please name it.
Right.
Bro, my thing is, I always win my arguments by looking at nature. You get what I'm saying? Because my thing is this. If I can impregnate you, but you can't impregnate me, that's basically all I need to know.
Right.
Like, I look at it like once I know that I have that natural, and I ain't even gonna call it a power, but I have that natural inclination to choose to do something with you. And then that's going to send you through an entire, your hormones is going to change. Your weight going to change. You're going to grow a belly. You're going to be different. Everything about your whole life. I hold within myself the power to literally change your life.
Right.
And that is just one example that nature put in place for all of us to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm supposed to prove myself to you? Come on, bruh. Like, y'all niggas got to get this shit together. When we talk about this masculinity shit, when we talk about bad boy membership, masculine identity membership, y'all got to understand that this is really what it's about.
Right.
This is it's all natural.
Mm-hmm.
It's all natural. We're not talking about all of this bullshit, because if y'all niggas would really look at what's natural in the world, you would get closer. See, that's the reason why I walk around every day in the fucking woods on my morning lives.
Right.
I try to get to what's natural so niggas could see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Women, I keep telling y'all, and this is not to say anything disparaging about females, but women are literally at our behest.
Mm-hmm.
A woman is an accessory to a man. A woman is at the mercy of what we choose as men. Now, with that being said, we also have to understand that because the woman is at the mercy of our example, our choosing, our design as men. And notice the words that I'm using. Our design. if I say that a woman is at the behest of a man's design, right? What also has a design?
Mm-hmm.
Also produces a design for fate and for the world and for the fate of man.
Right, exactly.
I hope y'all niggas is listening for real. So we make a choice and we have a design, and then we put that on a woman, and then she has to go through a process,
right,
and then produce for us.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you have to understand your value. You have to understand where you have to understand the privilege that that has been bestowed upon you for the fact that you've been born with XY chromosomes.
Facts.
You have to understand this shit. Well, and again, with that being said, it is because with privilege comes responsibility.
Right.
You understand? So you have to understand everything that you do. These bitches is watching.
Real talk.
Everything that you do, everything that you say, the way that you behave, the way you carry yourself, your perspective on life, the way that you talk, females are watching. And I need y'all to understand that before you ever could complain about a bitch, you gotta look at yourself.
Real shit.
And that's the part that a lot of niggas can't stand. Because, see, I'll sit here and I'll talk this shit about how powerful we are as men and how close we are to God, right? Mm-hmm. And the main reason why niggas don't want to hear me is because they have to deal with the responsibility of God.
Exactly.
Most niggas don't want to deal with that.
Real talk.
Most niggas don't want to deal with the responsibility of God. Most niggas don't want to deal with the responsibility of being a leader and doing what they do, having integrity and doing what they're supposed to do. And the sad part is a lot. You know, we get into society and all that other shit, but the sad part is the main reason why y'all niggas don't want to hear me is because you've been raised by a bitch.
Right.
You've been raised by a female. So you have no idea. You never even seen the demonstration of a value of a man. All you've ever seen is your mother. All you've ever seen is your mother, your single mother struggle to do what the fuck she do. You don't know the value of a man because you've never seen it in action.
Right.
You just know that you're here and that's your mom's. And, I don't know where my pops is. So you don't understand the difference that a man makes in life. You don't understand the godhood. You don't understand the leadership. You don't understand the privilege. You don't understand the value of a man. So therefore, you don't understand the value inside yourself.
Real talk.
So we sit here and we talk this shit and it just go over a lot of y'all niggas' heads because all you've ever been used to is hearing a woman talk shit, complain, whatever, and doing the best that she could do as a single mom and whatever. And again, I'm not bashing single mothers. I'm just saying that this is a reality that we all deal with. And it's a big part of the reason why so many men have trouble figuring out their own value. And this is why they prove themselves to women. They try to prove themselves to women all the time.
Right.
Because these niggas grew up in again, shout out to Leak. We had him on the phone just the other day, and I said to him, I said, when you went to school to take a test, who was you most concerned about showing the results of your test to and doing good on the test? Mm-hmm. He said, my mom's, because my pops was there, but he wasn't there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then imagine he had a pops. So imagine the niggas that never had no pops at all.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So look, man, this shit is, look, we not just talking this shit just to talk it, man. I really need you guys to hear what I'm saying. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that you guys can't realize about the value of yourselves as men because you've never seen it in real time.
Right.
You've never seen it demonstrated to you through the course of your life because you've only been around bitches. You've only been around your grandparent, your grandmother, or your mother, or your aunts, or your sisters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And look, we love women over here. We're not trying to disparage women, but we can't act like we forget the value of a man.
Exactly.
And I must just say one more thing. I'll get to you, Lucario, but you got to understand that there's a big reason why they pushing, or there's a big reason why they pushing and trying to take us away from ideas like this.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to act like everything is the same, and you see how they pushing this shit in the Olympics now, where they got Transformers, you know, Transformer men competing with women and shit,
Right.
and they trying to make sure it seems like everything is equal across the board, because if everything is equal across the board, then you will never figure out your true value as a fucking man.
Facts. Real talk. Real fucking talk.
I'm gonna leave it right there because we're on YouTube, and you know it is what it is.
So guys, call the number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. Call up, guys, if you have any questions, you know what I'm saying. Also put a Q in the chat if you got any questions. But yeah, this is a very important topic, because you know, I was like watching a lot of different videos, and even like the advice that I'm hearing guys giving to other guys, it's low key them trying to get you to sort of like do all this extra stuff to get a woman to fuck with you. And it's almost this thing like I saw a video where a guy was like, you know, and this I totally disagree with this, where he was basically talking about you know, how, you know, if you set a date, right? Let's say you set a date for let's say it's Tuesday and you set a date for like Saturday. And he's like, well, you should talk to the girl during the week because, you know, you don't want her to forget about you, and, you know, and so that she'll remember who you are. And I'm like, wait a second. So you're saying that you need to check up on this girl, talk to her, right? Because you think you're forgettable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like dudes don't even think about what they say when they're saying it. See, again, like I said, it's about recognizing it, because this is the thing. I'm gonna use the Google example again, right? So see, everybody knows of Google, but you know why everybody knows of Google? Because Google has been for years building themselves up to be Google. There's certain things that they got going on that shows that this is a reputable company that you can trust, and that you recognize like, oh, this is an awesome place to be. So when you're a guy who's on point, when you're a guy who's confident, you're a guy who believes in himself, you know, you dress well, you smell good, you know, you talk with a certain sense of you know, urgency and assertiveness, right? You're just that type of guy, right? What happens is that the woman, it's her job to recognize you. It is not your job to prove that you are who you are. This is the problem with a lot of guys in the pickup artist thing. See, pickup artistry that's why if you guys ever like read up on pickup artistry, they used to talk about this thing called demonstrating high value. And what that meant was that you had to demonstrate to the woman or show the woman that you are a high value guy, or that you're an attractive guy, which essentially is saying you need to perform for the woman to show her why she should fuck with you, right? But the problem with that is that the concept of demonstrating this higher value, right, within itself shows you're not that guy. Because that guy would never be demonstrating for anyone. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a contradiction, because if you're the high value guy, why would you need to demonstrate for anybody, right, that you're that guy? They would just recognize it if they are aware of what they're seeing. So if you have a person who's hardworking, rich, confident, successful, right? They don't need to demonstrate that to anybody. If you're aware, you'll be able to see it. Now, if you don't see it, that's cool too. Then it's maybe just not for you to see. You're just not at that level to see it yet. So if I'm talking to a girl, I'm not going to sit there and try to demonstrate, or I'm not going to try to prove anything to her, right? She has to be aware enough to recognize that it's here. Do you see what I'm saying? See, the issue is this. Most people miss out on blessings and opportunities because they weren't ready for it when it got there. It's just like the whole thing when they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Facts. The teacher does not have to prove to you they're a teacher. They already know they're a teacher, right? They're teaching, and that's what they do. You just have to be able to pick up on it. This is why a lot of times when guys be like, yo, Lucario Miles, why don't you guys do a bunch of infill videos and prove to us that the game is real? And you know what you know, nigga, I don't got to prove shit to you, nigga. If you're not aware, because I don't want to say stupid, because you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say aware.
Unaware. Right? You're unaware, you're not stupid. You're unaware.
You're right. If you're unaware and can't recognize what's really going on, then that's on you. So, for example, a person who's aware might say, you know what, damn, well, Lucario Miles has been doing this for a long time. Wait a second. Lucario Miles do shows, damn near every day, right? And it's basically spitting off the dome. You know what? Lucario Miles have products and services that they sell to help people. You know what? When I watch Lucario Miles' live stream, there's people that call in and say, hey, I'm on the Bad Boy membership. Hey, I'm on the Masculine Identity membership, and it changed my life, and I'm doing this and that. You know what's crazy? Isn't it interesting when I see Miles, I see that he is in a long-term relationship. That means a woman actually is interested in him long enough to be with him consistently. Wait a second. When I watch Lucario's joint, April's in the chat damn near every fucking show. Isn't that interesting? So if you recognize this, right, then you would be aware, you see what I'm saying, of the value. We don't have to get on here and say, hey guys, listen guys, I gotta show you all these women and prove all this stuff so that you think I'm the guy that I am. No, why would I need to prove anything when I'm already it? You have to recognize, I don't have to prove shit.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. So when you guys are dealing with these women, this is why we tell you, listen, look at and you recognize the women who are cooperating, the women who are showing interest, the women who have that high interest in you. You should not be sitting there trying to convince a woman to like you or prove yourself to a woman or tiptoe. Oh, well, should I send her this text? Should I send her that text? Is this text low value? Is she going to think I'm thirsty? You're second guessing yourself and overthinking a bunch of shit. Why? Because you want the girl so bad that you're doing anything to prove it so that you can get her. Again, remember, I said, you should not be trying to get women. Women should be trying to get you.
Facts.
What does that mean? That means that the woman should be saying, damn, what can I do to impress this guy so that he will keep me around?
Mm-hmm.
What can I do to get this guy to want to continue to, bless me with his presence? Because I want to be a part of his shit. See, remember, guys, the woman is looking for a leader. A woman is looking for substance. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that when you understand the value that you bring, right, you will understand why the woman should be trying to get you and not the other way around. Because to prove yourself to the woman automatically shows her that you don't really have the value she's looking for. Because if you had the value she's looking for, you wouldn't be trying to prove yourself.
Facts.
It's really that simple. It's really that simple. So a lot of guys out there, y'all don't realize that, y'all don't realize your value. This is why we tell you guys to go to Masculine Identity membership so you understand who you are, understand your identity, understand what you bring to the fucking situation, right? Exactly. Go get that soap. That's a fact. Get that soap. Get that soap, people. Get that shit. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. What I want you guys to understand is understanding this changes the game.
Mm-hmm.
It gets your game tighter, because now what happens is that you go from trying to prove yourself to understanding yourself, loving yourself, knowing your value. And then when you interact with women, all you're looking for is the woman who recognized. That's it. That's it. You say, oh, she recognizes. Cool. So I'm going to allow her to be here so we can go down this path. This girl doesn't recognize. Okay, cool. I'm going to leave her alone. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's done. We're finished. I'm charging her to the game. That's it. See, the idea of proving yourself always puts yourself in a position where you're lowering yourself, which in turn makes you unattractive. See, understand this. When a woman is trying to prove herself to the man, that is the most attractive she ever will be.
Yo, wait.
You're not ready for that. You're not ready for that. When a woman is trying to prove herself to the guy, that is the most attractive she will ever be. And the flip side is when you're trying to prove yourself to a woman, that is the most unattractive you will be.
Oh.
This is what I'm saying. So all you motherfuckers out there, oh, well, I want to court her, take her out on 3 dates and show her I'm the man for her. And I don't understand why you mess with all these bad boys. And, I would worship the ground you walk on. I would do anything for you. I would do anything. No, nigga. Why are you trying to prove yourself? You understand what I'm saying? See, the reason why a woman is attractive when she's trying to prove herself to a man is because what that's telling the man, right, is she recognizes her position and his position. You understand? She recognizes, oh, this guy's a leader. I want to get with his program. So if I want to get with his program, what do I have to do? I got to prove myself so that he will have me under his wing.
Exactly.
It's really that simple. So all y'all motherfuckers that's dealing with these chicks is talking about, well, nigga, you're going to have to send me $25, $50 cash at me to get my hair and nails did. Nigga, what? You see what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers is wild, bro. If y'all thinking that shit. I'm like, oh my God. Crazy. But let me see what some of these questions are saying. This says, do you see any potential problems making it a standard not to have sex with a woman until she meets your standards and principles, fits into and submits to your program? What do you mean? Do you see any potential problems? No. There is no problem when you have a program that a woman has to meet. That's the point.
That's the point.
That's the whole point of it. What are you talking about? What's the problem? See, the problem is that you guys are scared of the girl not adhering to your program and having to charge her to the game. Because some of y'all are going to be dealing with a woman who you think is a baddie. And then you're going to say, fuck, she's not following the program. And you're going to say, I know I need to get rid of her, but she bad though.
Bad. I'm trying to smash though, You know
what I'm saying? She bad. Like, God damn it. Listen, guys, let me tell you something, man. I've been in situations where, and this is the part. See, it's funny. A lot of people talk about discipline or sexual discipline, right? See, most people think sexual discipline is, refraining from having sex. No, that's not sexual discipline. I'm gonna tell you what sexual discipline is. Sexual discipline is being disciplined enough to not have sex with a woman that you shouldn't have sex with, but she wants to have sex with you. You understand what I'm saying? So, meaning I've been out with women before where I'm attracted to the girl, right? And we're flirting and all of that, maybe kissing a little bit. And I know I can have sex with her right now. But as I'm interacting with her and talking with her, it's like, I know that I can't, or I know that I shouldn't, I should say. And what that means is I'm like, yo, this chick is kind of wild though. She seemed like, from what she told me and what I'm witnessing through vetting her and through, feeling her out, she's kind of a weirdo. She's gonna bring some drama to my life. I remember I was on a date with this girl once and she's like, yeah, sometimes I kind of get a little like when I get angry, sometimes I get a little out of hand. I said, what do you mean out of hand? And then she was like, well, yeah, one time I was at this show and it was like a mini concert thing, and one of the guys in the band he said something to her, and she said, I jumped on stage and punched him in the face. Right? Now, mind you, before she said that, I was like, I want to have sex with this girl. After she said that, I still wanted to have sex with her, but I guess what I said to myself? I said, Lucario, you can't.
You cannot.
You can't. I said, this has to end today. Like, you can't deal. Like I said, Lucario, I know you want to have sex with this girl. Like, your feeling of wanting to have sex is still there, kind of, because you're like, she looked good and you're sexually attracted, but you can't fuck this woman.
Lucario was like this. He was like,
I like you and I want you.
You see what I'm saying? I was like, you cannot, and I didn't have sex with her. That was the last time I saw her.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? That was the last time. And she hit me up and I told her, listen, this ain't gonna happen, good luck, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Nigga. I had pussy lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And the bitch called me. She lost out on dick simply because she called me.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Dudes don't understand.
Yeah, everything was set for Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch called me on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so hello, what'd you call me for?
Right.
And she was like, just nothing. I was just seeing what you was up to. And I said, you don't call me.
Right.
He was like, oh, why are you talking to me like that? Why you? I said, no. I said, you don't get to call me.
Mm-hmm. I
said, as a matter of fact, you can forget about Thursday.
Right.
We're done. Like, bro, let me tell you something, man. Yo, just because she called me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told her the plan. I will see you and talk to you on Thursday.
Right.
And she agreed. Everything was all good. She called me on Tuesday, talking about, I was just seeing what was it, how you doing? And call me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to call me. Calling me out of the blue, and I have to answer my phone for you. That is a privilege.
Right.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, come on, man. Come on.
Sometimes it's really as simple as them following directions.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you knew we had something set up for Thursday. Why the fuck are you trying to get more out of me?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you trying to get more out of me, bitch?
Right.
and then I had another chick talking about, oh, I thought I had because she knew the type of nigga I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This is a whole different chick. She said, oh, I thought I had a missed call from you.
Right.
I said, no, you didn't get a missed call from me. I didn't call you.
Mm-hmm.
She said, well, anyway, since we're on the phone already, how you doing? Everything good?
Right.
Like, I said, no, that's not how we doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get to call me. I will talk to you on Thursday when I see you, or whatever day I had set up. And then I realized, I was like, she knew I didn't have a missed call from her. She lied.
Exactly.
And then right after I got off the phone, because she kind of caught me off guard, because I'm like, missed call.
Mm-hmm.
I texted her. I said, shorty, you can forget about everything. Take it easy. Good luck to you. Blocked.
Right.
Deleted. Blocked. Contact. Deleted thread. We're done. Yo, y'all niggas, bro, let me tell y'all something. Y'all niggas don't understand. My time.
Mm-hmm.
My time.
Right.
My time for me. Oh.
Bruh, it's crazy, and this is the thing. See, this is the thing. See, what happens is that we understand, because some chicks get excited, or they're just attention whores, or whatever the hell it is, right? But the thing is this: what happens is that when you tell, there's times where I've told women, hey, text me, and instead of texting me, they call me.
Oh.
You understand? Or I tell a girl, hey, we're going to meet Friday to do this. Right? And I say, meet me at this place. And then she says, oh, well, is it possible, or is it okay for our first time meeting, we meet somewhere else or meet half. No. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is this, right? Is that, see, there are times where, if you're dating a woman, like a woman's been cooperative, you've been seeing her for 6 months, 8 months, she's been on point, right? And then she does something that she may not necessarily understand that she's doing because she's not really acclimated, all the way into the program like that because we're still in the vetting process, right? So there's times where, there's some correction because she don't know me. She don't know me like that, so I can correct her or whatever it is like that. But what I'm saying is, if it's the first time I'm telling you to do something, and you don't do it, and this is the first time I'm talking, like we're at the stage at the beginning, and you're already giving me friction at the beginning. It's a wrap. But see, this is the thing. This is what we talk about where, when we talk about proving yourself. See, a lot of you guys, right? The issue is that y'all are so concerned with acquiring the woman, getting the girl,
right?
That y'all will ignore all these things, continue to deal with her.
Right.
Like, just like I said, the girl that told me she punched the guy in the face, most of y'all still would have smashed her and kept trying to make shit happen with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she punched you in the face, you would have been mad. You see what I'm saying? But see, what happens is when you put the pussy over your principles, this is what happens.
You see, and I want to add to the guys. Why the fuck you think we tell you to talk to 25 chicks a day? Why you think we tell you to get your numbers up?
Mm-hmm.
Because the majority of bitches that you meet, you are supposed to charge to the game.
Exactly.
The vast majority of the women that you meet, you are supposed to charge them to the game. That's why when y'all be calling up talking about, there's this one girl in my class and I really like her because one of the bitches you supposed to charge to the game.
Exactly.
Are you dumb?
Right.
Come on, guys. Listen, you got to understand. Human beings are complicated creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And what are we really trying to do when it comes to sex and relationships? We're trying to bring two complicated creatures with two complicated lives with different schedules. We're trying to bring that together, not to mention chemistry, attraction, and the dick fitting good in the pussy.
Right.
Like literally, what are we really talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like the wetness got to be right, the shape, the thickness, the girth, how big or small her canal is, whatever curve it has, the position of her cervix, all these the nerve endings, all these different things have to fit perfectly together.
Right.
To make everything happen for it to be effective and pleasurable and enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
To just make sense in general as two human beings coming together.
Right.
Understand what we're really trying to do. So the vast majority of females that you come across, you're supposed to charge them to the game.
Mm-hmm.
You kidding me?
Right.
So when y'all niggas be talking about rejection and all this other dumb shit, shut the fuck up.
Right.
They're supposed to reject you and you're supposed to charge most of them to the fucking, all of that pineapple shit, all of that fucking pop your balloon shit. They supposed to pop they fucking balloons.
Exactly.
The fuck are we talking about?
Exactly.
We are all complicated creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid motherfucker. Why do you care so much because a bitch got a boyfriend? Why do you care so much because she's not interested? Why do you care so much because she rejected you?
Right.
Stupid motherfucker.
That's a fact.
The vast majority of females, you're supposed to be like, not you, bitch. Get out of here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The vast majority of them.
That's a fact because you got your standard.
Even the ones that are quote unquote your type.
Mm-hmm.
Or that you thought was your type just based on how she looked. Because let's face it, that's the only thing you basing it on because you too fucking afraid to say what's up anyway.
Right.
Right? You too afraid to work on your mouthpiece and go say something to the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Only basing it on how she looks. But guys, the vast majority, you're supposed to move them to the side. No. Hey, what's up? How you doing? All right. No, I'm good. Hey, what's up? How you doing? No, I'm good. That's how it's supposed to go. Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Word? Yeah, I'm good. It's supposed to go there, bro. You that's what, bro. We tell you 25 chicks every time you go out to holler at bitches. At least 25, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, 24 of them hoes. You supposed to be like, man, I came in your mind. You're supposed to be like, man, I came over here because I thought this bitch was cute, but she opened up her mouth and God.
Mm-hmm. And yo, you know what the crazy part is that see, there's levels to this, right? Because this is the thing. You not only are you charging chicks to the game based on the compatibility of the interactions you have with her, right? There's going to be girls you're going to need to charge to the game because there's no sexual compatibility. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the part I don't get. There's times when you meet a girl, you're attracted to her, you like her. I've had women just like this. I've had there was women where like more than half the time I couldn't get it up. And this is the thing. I thought I was like, yo, I'm fucking, I must got erectile dysfunction or some shit. But then the funny part was I would leave that girl's house or whatever, or she would leave wherever I'm at. And then I would beat off and my shit would be rock hard. Or I would get with another girl next week and my shit would be rock hard. But then for some reason with this girl, I can't get it up. You know why? Because we're not sexually compatible.
Facts.
And I would try it. There was one girl I was messing with. I think we must have got together like 4 times. And only 1.5 times we was able to get it in.
Damn.
Because we wasn't sexually compatible.
Facts.
And then you know, then there's women that you with, and it's like, yo, this shit is on point. But see, a lot of you guys are not going to get to that or even recognize that as because one, you know, y'all haven't built enough women. That's one. But two, you understand what I'm saying? Some of you guys, because you don't have that much experience, you're still at the stage where your shit gets rock hard by the wind blowing. You feel what I'm saying? But what happens is that you will get to some point where even if it's not your dick not getting hard, you're gonna kiss the girl. You're not gonna really be feeling it. She's gonna get naked. You're gonna be like, you know, I'm not really like. There's something about it. It's something about the sexual situation that's not hitting. You understand? And you're not gonna know that till you get to the sex, and that means you're gonna have to charge your ass to the game. Crazy.
Hey, Lakari, have you ever been in a position, and probably not recently, but more when you were younger, where you knew you wasn't attracted sexually to the bitch, but you felt like you had to fuck her because of all the work you put in?
Exactly right. Like you was like, damn, I done fucking took this chick out this many times. We've been talking, and now it's time. We got to get. And you're like, she's she ain't no really like. She's like a you know, on the mythical scale of 1 to 10, she's like a strong 5. And you're like, oh, I got you invested so much time.
Bro, I remember a couple of situations where I fucked a chick simply because the coincidence just lined up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not attracted to the bitch, but this happened, that happened, and you're here now, so we have to fuck.
Bro, let me tell you something. I went out with this chick. Well,
and let me finish real quick. We had to fuck, and then it turned out to be some of the worst sex. It's bro, like, but bro, fuck, I had to do it anyway. But go ahead. You got it. Let me tell
you, this is the worst shit. I'm gonna tell you how this story is the worst. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. It's terrible. But anyway, so I'm matching this chick, right? And you know, we go back and forth, and like she looked good, and you know, I see how she looks or whatever. And then I went over to her spot, and now mind you, I'm already there. I'm going there to smash. She's expecting the dick. I told her, yeah, let's get it cracking, right? So I get there. Now I go in. The girl still looks good. She looks. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting catfished or nothing. I already see like everything is all good. Now we in the room, kissing and all that. Everything is all good. This chick takes off. She had on like some spandex shit or whatever. Mm-hmm. This chick takes off her fucking spandex. And she had the hairiest legs. And I said, and this is what she says, oh, I hope you don't mind. And I'm like, fuck.
I had that. And guess what? The hair was on her legs, but it was on other places. That turned me off, bro.
You got the armpit here too. Oh, nigga, I was like,
bro, you ever had the hairy areolas?
Oh God.
Bro, there was this chick with her clothes on. Oh, me and her used to make out and grab and touch and fondle and it was so passionate and the chemistry was perfect. But one day I got to see her with her clothes off. And it was like, damn, what happened? and mind you, she was it's not like she was like we were both young in our prime. So right. we were both slim and trim. So it wasn't like on no big girl shit.
Right.
But it was the hairiness, bro. And it was just like, no, this ain't gonna work.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like stuff you don't realize until it's the time. You understand what I'm saying? So even with that, you got to charge them. It's what we're trying to tell you. There's levels because you guys think that, like even you guys who was like, oh, I got to get me a baddie. Bro, it's like I've been with chicks where I was physically and sexually attracted, but the sex wasn't hitting.
Sex wasn't hitting, bro.
Like this has to end.
Some of these hoes don't know how to fuck, bro. And not even just that, but their rhythm is different from yours.
Right.
You know, because we all have our own rhythm, our own stroke game, like our own cadence to the stroke. Like everybody got they stroke cadence. And for some chicks it don't matter. It just don't work. Like the way they body is just awkward with it. You just like, ugh, like bitch, get off of me. Like, it don't work that way. But see, y'all niggas, y'all hear us talking, right? And y'all like, what the fuck you talking about, man? I'm just trying to smash out here, bro. It don't matter. You see, you got to get to certain levels of the game where you could pick, choose, and refuse pussy.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Y'all niggas is like, fuck that. I'm out here starving. I'm thirsty for some pussy. I don't give a fuck what it look like. I don't give a fuck what the chemistry is, what the cadence is. I don't care what she look like, what she smell like. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to smash. I'm trying to get this nut.
Yo, you ever be in a situation though where you fucking with a chick? She either hardly ever or never touches your dick. Yo, that shit, nigga.
What is that? What is that?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, it's to the point where it's almost like you're not having sex with them. They're just like allowing you to do them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not really, it's almost like, because like you're touching them, you're kissing them, you're doing all this other stuff, and they're just they're enjoying it, they're allowing it to happen, but they're not really reciprocating they're not like jerking your shit, fucking giving you head. Like, they're not doing none of that. To the point where you have to tell them, yo, grab my dick, yo, like, what the fuck, touch my shit.
Or grab their hand and put him on it.
Exactly. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on.
You know what? Hey, do you ever see? And I got the opposite spectrum of that.
Right.
She know who she is, but I ain't gonna say her name. But I had a chick, bro. She played with my dick all the time, like a toy.
Right.
Like, bro, we could not be as long as we were alone. Her hands was on my dick, bro.
Right.
Shout out to her, because man, listen. So, and guys, you see, you see how we can sit here and have opposite extremes of the spectrum,
right?
This is what we're talking about when we talk about you got to get your experience points up, guys.
Exactly.
If you out here, whatever pill you subscribe to, and you're raging and you're hating on women and women is this and female nature, and you can't have a positive experience to back it up, you're not doing anything yet.
Right. And this is how I know a guy's level of the game, because a guy will see he'll see another guy with a chick that's like, looking. right? But you know why he with that looking chick? Because the sex is fire. And what happened was, I'll tell you, see, what happened was he got caught. See, okay, guys, let me say something. You get caught because what happens is he probably like, and I'm just using an example. He probably met that chick and was like, she aight. And then they had sex and he was like, yo, that shit was okay. I'm gonna fuck with her again. So he fucks with her again. And then this is what happened. This is what happened to some of them guys. They keep fucking with her and then she become his girl.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nigga, he thought the good sex the first time was a fluke. So he went back.
He went back and kept fucking her. And then this is what the chick did. She cooked them some food.
Ooh.
And then she lent him some money and she helped him do whatever the fuck he said. Yo, I gotta wife her up. I'm sorry. I know she ain't the prettiest chick, but I gotta I'm telling you, this is how it happens. This is how it happens. That's the same way where you see a hot chick with the average looking normie guy or the sub 5 guy, or like you motherfuckers try to, because what happens is the bad chick, for whatever reason, that regular average dude or below average dude, he was spitting that shit in her ear one night. That night when he was talking to her, that nigga she just broke up with, fucking, broke her heart and she's all vulnerable. He's telling her all this shit and he end up fucking this girl. He fucks the shit out this girl. She's like, yo, the dick is crazy. Then she goes back and fucks him again. And then all of a sudden, that girl is his girl now. You're like, how the fuck he got her?
Exactly. Real talk. That's what Melly did to Gilbert Arena. Real talk.
I'm telling you, bro. That's how it happens. That's how that shit happens. So, and again, this is how I can tell a guy's level of game, because what happens is when a dude is so obsessed with baddies, I know you ain't been fucking no baddies, because if you've been fucking baddies, you would not be obsessed with baddies.
Facts.
This is how I know. So I'm like, if you're obsessed with baddies, you ain't been fucking no baddies.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple.
Real talk.
Oh, it looks like we got a call. Let me try to get a 941 on the call. Hold on. All right, 941 was popping. Who this?
Yes, so this is Kobe from Florida.
Kobe in the building. What's going on, fam?
$25 to your Cash App.
Appreciate it. That's what's up. Shout out to Kobe in the building. So what's going on, fam? What's popping with you, man?
Nothing much, man. I mean, I was in Orlando like a couple of weeks ago, right? So, and I called, I think 2 weeks ago, and Milo did suggest a few places for me to check out, but I didn't really get a chance to check those places out because I was staying at Disney Resort in Orlando, and they have pretty much everything that I need there. They have a bar there, they have pool. I mean, there was girls walking around, so pretty much everything that you needed there. So,
right.
I gotta tell you, bro, I couldn't believe there was so many girls there by themselves. So many single girls that goes on vacation by themselves. It was crazy, bro. I just couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah! I'm telling you, this is why I tell guys you got to get out here, because you will meet so many chicks that's out there by themselves looking for. Yo, listen, man. I remember I was at a bar once, and I was just chilling there getting a drink or whatever, and it was these 3 girls, and I was eavesdropping on their conversation. And let me tell you, the women are thirsty for dudes. Y'all don't even understand this. Like, she was like, oh, have you been on the dating site? She's like, yeah, I'm trying, there was this one guy I went out with, I really like him, and I just haven't heard from him in like a week, so I don't know, and blah, blah. Like they're just like when it, like, and this is what I'm saying, when the chick is interested, she's trying to make shit happen. And there's a lot of single chicks out there going out by themselves sometimes and looking for shit to go down. So all you guys is worried about, 3 girls said no to me. It's like, nigga, there's so much shit out here you can get shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I was out there, I was approaching girls after girls. Right? I gotta tell you, I approached probably at least 40 girls that day, and girls walked away from me. Some of them say, no, I got a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. And I kept pushing until I get what I wanted. So I was telling the girl exactly what I wanted, just like you said.
Wait. I need you to repeat that part. The part where you said you kept pushing until you got what you wanted. Please rewind just a little bit.
Yeah. Now I was saying, when I was there, like in Orlando, I talked to at least 40 girls that same day, and girls kept rejecting me, saying, hey, I got a boyfriend. Some girls just walk away from me, and I kept pushing until I get what I wanted.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Real quick, Cole. I'm gonna let you finish your story, but this is what I talk about, because I have a video that I just did on the Masculine Identity Membership where I talk about singular outcomes and overall outcome. Right? A lot of you guys get stuck on a singular outcome. So you talk to one girl, she says no, and then you get your feelings hurt, and then you act like a bitch ass nigga.
Right.
But what my man just explained was that he continued to push until he got what he wanted. Why? Because he was focused on his ultimate outcome.
Right.
His overall outcome is what he was focused on, not the in between outcomes. Not the no's that he heard in between. He's focused on what he actually wanted. So he didn't stop pushing until he heard what he wanted to hear.
Right. Exactly. Real talk.
Yeah, and then I finally met this girl. She was sitting by the pool, so I approached her, and then we started talking. And then next thing you know, she was in my room. We had sex, and then she was like, "Well, where do we just go from here?" And I told her, "Hey, I'm only here, like I told you before. I'm only here for a couple of days, and I'll leave 2 hours and a half away." Guess what she said to me, bro?
What she say?
She was like, when you want something bad in life, you will find a way to get it. If you don't, then you'll find an excuse. So I'm willing to drive down your way to come and see you.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, she was dropping games on me, bro. I was like, yo.
But see, notice what he just said. Hold on. Notice what he just said. He said that she said, if you want something bad enough, you're going to go and get it. And she said she's willing to drive to where he's at to get it, which, again, he's not trying to get with her. She's trying to get with him. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be.
And guess what, bro? She will be coming down this Saturday, and I told her, hey, this is what you need to do. So I told her to get a room, and I come meet you there. And I told her, hey, they have everything that you need. They have beaches there. They have places that you can go visit. I'm just gonna come in and do my thing, and then when I'm done, you just go out and do whatever you got to do. So,
right.
And that's the down part.
Nah, that's what's up. I love it, man. Real shit. And see, guys, this is what we tell you guys, man. Get up on that Bad Boy membership. You understand what I'm saying? Because Kobe's on the Bad Boy membership. He's working the shit, getting the shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what we tell you guys, man. I'm telling you, the game is real. This is the shit that we're saying. Notice, like the stuff me and Miles is saying, and even what Kobe is saying right now. He just told you his experience in this particular situation. This is the type of experiences you have when your game is tight. This is what we try to tell y'all motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So thank you for taking my call, guys. You gotta have a great night. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother. All right, so let's go 313. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, what's going on, Lucario, Miles?
Yo,
man.
What's
I
popping?
donated on the Cash App to Miles.
All right, hold on, let me check real quick. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, got you, bro. Got you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But
So what's going on?
Everybody was talking about charging tips to the game. I got a story. One of my homies' girlfriends tried to hook me up with one of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the first night I was already, on top of trying to, have my way and do what I wanted to do.
Mm.
And, she was like, oh, it's not going to happen. I'm just not that type of girl, or you know, you got to basically the first time I meet her, she's like, you got to be my man, basically, for anything to go down. Like, it was wild, man. First time meeting her, she like, if you're not my man, like you're not my boyfriend, like nothing's happening. So I'm like, all right.
That's crazy.
We hang out like two more times, and by the third time, I'm like, all right, I gotta charge to go to the game because she's just not budging. Like, she's tripping. And then, like, you know, so basically, I went up to her and told her, like, you know, we could be. I was thinking, and you said I'm not your man, and that's right. Like, you know, we could just be friends. So basically, I friend zoned her, and she was like trying to come up with this excuse, like, oh, the reason why I wanted to wait was because I've been recently sexually assaulted and all this other stuff, and I'm just like,
that's crazy.
Like, I can't do it.
And this is the thing. Real quick, I want to say about that. So what happened is, you know, it sucks that, you know, that happened. If that actually happened, that sucks that happened to her. But what I want you guys to understand is, don't ever put yourself in the position of trying to be accommodating to that. And what I mean by that is that what some guys will do is, if let's say a girl told them that, oh, you know, I don't want to be, you know, do this because this happened, right? And it's like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry that happened, but you don't feel obligated to stay and chill or you understand what I'm saying? And do all, like, a lot of guys think, oh, but you know, this happened, and maybe if I, like, you know, comfort her and hang around, and no, right? See, because remember, you still should be out there doing what you need to do to get what you want in the situations that you're trying to get it in. So if you're like, listen, I'm out here finding a woman who is on the same page as me, then I gotta go find a woman who's on the same page as me. I'm not gonna sit here and go and try to, you know, play this situation out with you. That's not gonna happen. So hey, I'm sorry that happened to you, but I gotta keep it moving. But go ahead.
But yeah, and then, like, literally right after that, a week went past, bro, and I hooked up with like two chicks in the same, like, within the same, like, night type deal.
Oh shit!
This one Puerto Rican chick, she was in town from for this movement festival. It was like a techno fest.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I just hollered at her. I had been practicing Spanish a little bit, so I was just like fucking around with her. I was just like, can you help me take off your clothes and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
And she was just laughing. She was with it. And then I got her number. And then the next day, she hit me up and was like, let's cuddle. And then I came through. and then right after that, it was this chick I tried to holler at a while ago. And basically, like, she told me she had a boyfriend and shit, but she said she was feeling me. She was like, damn, normally guys just, you know, like, ask me for my Instagram or some shit, like you're different. Like, I like the way you were direct or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, just doing my thing. Like, I see what I like and I go for it type deal. And then, like, I seen her one night, went out solo on Friday, and she basically came up to me and she was like, oh, I've been looking for you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? You've been looking for me and shit? And then she was just like, yeah, like, how you been? Blah, blah, blah. So, to make a long story short, we ended up chopping it up. She asked me about the other girl. She saw me with her that time, like, one time we had one out.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, what happened to that chick you were with? And I was just like, yeah, we just didn't see eye to eye. So basically, I just told her we could be friends or whatever. And she was like, oh, like, I get that, blah, blah, blah. And then, so then it got to the point where she was like begging me to go back to my car and shit like that. So we were walking up the stairs and I'm talking to, like, we stopped for a second and was just talking, and then she pulled me in and just started kissing me. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on?
Right.
So then we get to my car, and, like, mind you, bro, my car is kind of a little fucked up, and it was like, I just didn't clean it, so it was trashy as hell. This chick got in the car, we smoked a little bit, and she gave me that got hot tooey.
That's crazy.
She told me, she was like,
And I want you.
she's like, I seen you with her. Like, I still wanted to be with you, type shit. And I was just like, damn, for real.
She was like,
yes, daddy.
That's crazy. But I'm telling you, man, listen, guys, I'm telling you, man, when you guys are out here doing your thing, being consistent, being on point, you know what I'm saying? Being assertive, going after what you want, things are going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? Things will happen. It's inevitable. So I want you guys to really go out there and make it happen. The problem is that, you know, you have too many guys out there who have a negative outlook on the game because they're not getting what they want. But part of the reason why they're not getting what they want is because they're focusing on the things that they don't like or that's not happening, instead of understanding that everything that you want is already out there. You just have to become the guy that can get that thing, or the guy who can handle that thing, the guy who can because basically what it is that whatever you're receiving, you're matching that thing. That's it. It's really that simple. So if you're not getting shit popping, that means that you're not matching what you're trying to get. And what that means is, for example, some of you guys, because you, for example, something as simple as being lazy, that means that you're going to get what laziness gets you. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Crazy. You feel me? Yes, sir. So anything else, caller?
Man, no, that's it, man. I just wanted to let everybody know, man, if you really put yourself out here and you just believe in yourself, bro, you can really make some shit happen for real.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, man. I'm holler at you, man.
Appreciate
all right.
That, man. Stay
peace,
up.
Peace. Later. All right. What time is it? Probably gonna end this shit in like maybe 10, 15 minutes. It's fucking late. And guys, make sure you tune in later today for the Friday show at 4:15. So you know we're gonna be on there getting that shit cracking. But guys, if you want to call up now. We're gonna be another maybe 15 minutes and we're gonna wrap this shit up. If you have any questions, put a Q in the chat. So let me get some of these questions real quick. So this says, Miles, I'm currently working towards being self-employed, but how did you deal with women is, I guess, in a higher position at work? I always get an uneasy feeling when those women give me instructions.
What?
So you're basically saying, how do you deal with the women who are like your bosses and you know what I'm saying?
Well, look, you got to be realistic, man. You got to be realistic and you got to take instruction. And if you have a supervisor, if you have a female supervisor, then you got to take instruction. Just don't take abuse.
Right.
You understand? Take instruction, do your fucking job, but just don't take abuse. That's all. Mm-hmm. So and make sure you know the difference. So because a lot of y'all niggas be getting real emotional at work. You know, guys. Remember, Lucario and I been building this business for a long fucking time, and it took us, each of us, it took a long time for us to actually transition from corporate America to working for ourselves. So don't be stupid and make emotional decisions. If you got a supervisor, listen to your fucking supervisor, do your fucking job until you can actually make your own money. That's it.
Real talk.
No matter what gender they are. You understand? Man or woman. Listen to your fucking supervisor and do your job.
Right, because you're in that particular situation, which is the work environment. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It says, so we should carry ourselves like my way or the highway. Absolutely. Because if whose way would it be besides your way? because see, if it's not your way, what's the point? Because then you're living your life based on somebody else's way. And that's the thing that's going to lead you down a path of fucking depression, anxiety, frustration, anger, all that other shit. Every time when you're getting away from yourself, right? That's when you suffer. You suffer more and more. This is why you see, for example, listen, just if you ever watch a guy who's married and has a kid and he's pushing a stroller and he's with his wife, some of those guys, not all of them, but some of them, you could see the pain in their face when they're in a situation with their kids or running around. because what happens is that pain is everything that's happening now is not what I really want to be doing. Usually what it is. You understand? Or you might see a person, you know, working at a particular job or whatever, and they just look like just defeated. That defeat is whatever I'm doing now is what I really don't want to do.
Right.
You understand? Now, what happens is that in certain situations in life, because you got to survive, you got to make something happen, you might be in a situation that you may not necessarily want to be in particular in that particular situation, right? But what happens is that still with even in those situations, right? If you have the mindset of, right, I'm gonna live my life and enjoy myself how I want to enjoy myself overall, a lot of times, even when you're in those situations that you don't prefer, you're still way more happy than a person who doesn't recognize or have the awareness that it's their way or the highway. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most people, and it's the thing, most people are not brave enough to say my way or the highway.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because in order to really be brave enough to really be about that, that means that sometimes everyone's going to go to the highway and you're going to be alone. You see what I'm saying? So can you handle that? But check this out. This is why game is important.
Right.
Because when you have game, everything you need and want and desire is within you. So anything else outside of that is just bonus. Or when you get to that level of the game, when your game is super tight, everything else that you're interacting with is just a reflection of you anyway. You understand what I'm saying? It's a reflection of you anyway. And this is the thing. Let me get you guys to understand something. The more you understand yourself and the tighter your game is, the more that you're, you know, like how Spider-Man has the Spidey sense. You kind of have the game sense. You're sort of sensitive to certain situations. So I noticed that I can pick up on disrespect quicker than than I used to be years ago. Mm-hmm. I can pick up on certain energies and how shit, you know, is in a particular situation like that. Like, this is why I can tell, oh, this chick gonna be trouble. I got to charge her. I can already tell this. We're meeting. This is the first time we're meeting. I can tell already just by the fact that you said this, the fact that your energy is like this, or I can just, this is just like how you did, Miles, when you said the girl called you and you was like, nah, we gotta end this. You know what I'm saying? We gotta end this. So that's what it's about, guys. That's what it's about. It says, how would either of you handle a narcissist woman who will go as far as stalking and contacting people you know to try to get to you? Well, Stephen Miles, this is what we were saying earlier. See, shit like that, right? You will recognize that, or you will recognize things like that most likely happening at the beginning. So earlier, remember I was telling you about how, you know, there were chicks that I wanted to smash, but I was like, I can't do it.
Right.
That I can't do it was the thing that would tell me, oh, guess what? Later on, this girl might be that narcissist, might be that stalker, most likely might be that woman who's going to do this type of shit. I already see it now. But see, you have to have game to see that and have to have the discipline to charge her to the game, even though your dick is hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's what you got to, because bro, it's like, listen, you got to have, you have to be able to recognize this stuff before it occurs. It's like we say, don't cry about the spilled milk. Don't spill the milk in the first place.
Facts.
That's part of the game you guys have to understand. It's about prevention. It's about having the awareness to say, oh, I recognize that this could lead to this. So because this could lead to this, I'm going to stop this here. You see what I'm saying? no matter how I feel. Because, guys, I'm telling you, there's so many women that I could have had sex with or interacted with, and I had to stop it right there. And trust me, it's not a easy thing to do at first, because it's like, yo, it's like, what's that shit R. Kelly said? My mind's telling me no, but my body, you see what I'm saying? All of that shit, that's what gets you in trouble. See, your mind is telling you no, but your body's telling you yes. You have to tell your body to shut the fuck up.
X.
You see what I'm saying? You got to listen to your mind. I'm telling you, this shit is how it works. I'm like, man. Says, what are some ways a woman tries to prove herself to a man? That's a good question. So one of the simple ways is that she's basically extremely cooperative for the guy, right? So meaning she's following his lead, doing what he says, and she's being consistent with that. So she's basically telling this guy, hey, listen, I am here for you. Like she's really there for her, but she's still there for you, meaning I'm here to do what needs to be done so I can be here with you. Right. You understand? So that's the thing, is that she's proving herself by being exactly what he wants her to be.
Exactly.
That's it. Because understand what a woman does is a woman conforms. And what happens is even though she's conforming, what she does is that she finds a part of herself that is in alignment with your program. She's like, oh, I like this guy. I'm attracted to him. He wants to do A, B, and C, right? And the woman says, well, this can work out because within me is the whole alphabet. So if you want to do A, B, and C, I got A, B, and C for him. You know what I'm saying? And we could get this shit cracking, right? So she pulls out A, B, and C. What happens is, for most of you guys, right? Most of you guys, when a woman meets you, right? You're like, I want to do 1, 2, and 3. She's like, all right, I don't fuck with that. You whack. You know what I'm saying? So those are chicks you got charged to the game. It says, would having female friends help in showing that you're good with women, especially if you put them in the friend zone, since they are either unable or unwilling to completely submit to your program? No. See, listen to what you're saying. You're saying you want to get these women to show other women that you're good with women. You understand? See, if you're good with women, you would be good with women, which means you wouldn't need to prove yourself to these other women. You understand? And then you say, well, you're putting them in the friend zone since they're unable or willing to completely submit to your program. Well, if they're not trying to submit to your program, then why are you dealing with them anyway?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is the point? Like, why even bothering? That should be a wrap right there. You feel what I'm saying? This says, I'm a 3-year dry spell, and I think I'm not attractive enough for women because I'm not good looking. How can I focus more on more productive stuff? Fabio, you need to get some coaching, brother, because the way you thinking right now is not a good thing. Because you saying, how can you focus more on productive stuff? What you're basically saying, how can I distract myself from the fact that I'm not able to get what I want?
Good shit. Yep.
That's not going to help you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that is not going to help you. This is what we tell you guys. You got to get up on this game. So yeah, hit us up on the back end for some coaching, man. If women avoid eye contact with you, should you still approach her? Yes, absolutely. Can I give you my IG and you to tell me if I need to work on my appearance or anything else? No, what you can do is on Mondays, when we do the Medium Mondays, you can donate the 50 and then we could do that for you. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll do that on Media Mondays if you hit us up. It says why y'all downplay women mental problems? Y'all should take a look at some red pill channels and see how men are suffering. Listen, we actually did a video on the Patreon talking about a woman's mental problems, but we weren't talking about it in the sense of, oh my God, these poor men are suffering because some of these women have mental problems. No, what it is, see, and this is the thing. You know when they say if a tree falls and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound? Right. If a woman has mental problems and I'm not around, does it even matter? Does she exist?
Problems affect me?
Right, exactly. So the simple answer to this is, why are you around women with mental problems? It's that simple. Guys, this is really simple. Just don't fuck with women with mental problems. And listen, you can sense this on the first fucking date or first fucking interaction. The booty just be blinding y'all. That's what it is. These chicks I want to DM on Snapchat, but I don't know how to communicate myself to them. Hit us up with some coaching, brother. Can you get HIV though? Yeah, you can get HIV, you can get herpes, you can get chlamydia, syphilis, you can get all those things. You can get COVID, you can catch a cold, you can get a cough, you can get a mosquito bite, there's a lot of shit you can get. You see what I'm saying? You can get caught in the rain, you can miss your flights. What else could happen? So
many things
that can happen. The point is prevent the things, or try to prevent the things you can prevent. You feel what I'm saying? But see, a lot of you guys, what you do is y'all focus on these things that could happen, but a lot of times most likely won't happen.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. Says, what's the difference between cold approach and pop the balloon show? Men approach and the women show interest by keeping their balloon, or pop the balloon if they're not interested. Well, the difference is that when you're actually approaching a woman in real life with no cameras and no balloons, that's a different situation. So you're going to get a different response. And the pop the balloon show, there's cameras and balloons and people trying to go viral. So like, what are you talking about? It says, what advice do you guys have for those of us who desire a girlfriend but always find it to be easier getting casual sex instead? I would tell you that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because if it's easy for you to get casual sex, that would mean that you're getting casual sex easily, which means you would have a lot of experience dealing with women, which means that you would have a different perspective about girlfriends. You see what I'm saying? So you're saying, well, I desire a girlfriend, but I'm getting all this casual sex, right? Most guys who desire a girlfriend aren't getting casual sex like that. That's why they desire a girlfriend, because they're like, if I had a girlfriend, I'd be fucking. You see what I'm saying? So most of you guys, there's a small percentage of guys who they can get casual sex but can't keep a woman around because their game isn't tight. But that's a smaller percentage of guys. Most guys that are having casual sex can also get a girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? And what happens is that most guys who can't get casual sex desire a girlfriend because they think having a girlfriend is just going to be, like, if I had a girl, I'd get a bunch of sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why dudes, that's truthfully why a lot of dudes try to wife chicks up quickly, because they want to lock down some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens. Says, how can I put a woman in check in front of others like her family? What? So you're saying, first of all, if you need to check a girl, right? Or I should say this: if you're in front of her family, I'm assuming that's your girl. So how does she become your girl if you gotta do all this checking?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You see how connecting the dots? You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, guys, we're like mathematicians in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We're like, no, this can't happen because, you know, when they used to do logic and math, like A plus minus B, no. So like once you're saying this, we already know, like you guys are asking questions that don't really exist or don't really make sense in the grand scheme of a guy who has game.
And why are you trying to check her in front of the family? Why do you need the family's validation?
Right, exactly.
Shouldn't your checking be enough? Why I got to be in front of her family?
Mm-hmm.
You see how your language exposes you? You don't even realize.
Why
the fuck? If I'm checking a bitch,
mm-hmm.
why should other people seeing me check her matter?
Right.
The ultimate thing is that I'm checking you.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what anybody else got to say about it.
Right.
If I'm checking you, I'm checking you. I'm the supreme authority in this relationship. So the only thing that matters is I'm checking you. What the fuck her family got to do about it?
Right.
The fact that you trying to reach out for validation from her family shows that your leadership is weak. Your game is weak. You need to fucking get on the membership or schedule a fucking consultation. Shit weak, bro.
That's a fact.
Fuck out of here. How do I put a woman in check in front of her family? Nigga. Yo. Y'all niggas don't even understand, bro. Like the only thing you should want to check your bitch in private. You should want to be able to just give your woman a look.
Right.
And she hops to it. To be able to whisper something in your woman's ear. And everything you say to her gets done in sync.
Right.
The fuck are we talking about? Check her in front of her family. I don't even want her family. Let me tell you something. I don't want her family to know how much power I truly have over this bitch. I don't want her family to know because they're not going to understand it when they see it.
Exactly.
They're going to think something horrible is going on.
Yo, you know, it's so funny. It's funny that you say that because I'm telling you, see, this is why I don't fuck with Clubhouse no more. Because when you're talking to, normies, I'm gonna start calling niggas normies, but I don't mean it in the black pill sense. I'm meaning like niggas who are like
surface dwellers.
Surface dwellers, yes. When you're talking to surface dwellers, right? It's like they don't really understand because a surface dweller is like a nigga that is with his girl and he's just yes daring every 5 minutes. So what happens is if you're at a family function with a bunch of these your surface dweller family motherfuckers, and you know, let's say you with her family and shit, they're not gonna understand the dynamic.
Right.
They're not gonna understand it because the dynamic they understand is happy wife, happy life type shit. That's the dynamic they understand. They don't know nothing about leadership. They don't know nothing about, a man having a program. They don't know nothing about that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's you're right. It's like, because truthfully, most motherfuckers, like, I say it this way, the stuff we're teaching you guys, we actually shouldn't be telling you this. You understand? What I mean by that is this. Let's say like a guy who has game, what happens is he's attractive to the point where women want to sleep with him, right? Which means that he doesn't take a woman out on 3 fucking dates. He doesn't court a woman. So a guy like that isn't supposed to be talking because most of the guys are taking a woman out on 3 dates. Most of the guys are courting. So the guy who's not doing that, if he says, hey guys, what the fuck y'all doing? Why y'all taking these chicks out? You could just fuck them. They're like, nigga, what you talking about? That's some bullshit. You can't just fuck a girl. You got to take her out and wine and dine her. You got to get to know her, bro. You got to build rapport, my brother. What you talking about? Right? So him talking is fucking up the fucking situation because now once they find out that he's getting pussy without taking women out, then these guys are going to be like, well, wait a second. What the fuck? Like, this is wrong. This is crazy. They're going to lose their fucking minds. So that's what I'm saying. We're not really even supposed to be telling, what we're supposed to be telling you guys? We're supposed to be telling you guys, hey guys, listen, to impress a girl, you know what you should do? You guys should go get flowers and, you know, speak to her on the phone, you know, ask her where she wants to go. And you know, and guys, when you get on the date, don't say anything sexual, because that's creepy. You have to be a gentleman and make sure she's comfortable, and you know, first, and make sure you pull out her chair, and you know, that's what we're supposed to be telling you guys. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it's crazy out here, man. It's fucking crazy. All right, last question here is why this woman act like everything went good on the first date and haven't heard nothing since it's been a week?
Hey, everything probably did go good on the first date, but if she don't want to see you no more, or if circumstances in her life has changed, then so be it. Why the fuck you asking about why you asking about something that's not going your way?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you asking about something that's not going according to your design?
Right, exactly.
Enjoy it for what it was and move the fuck on, bro.
Right.
Like, what are you stuck on a bitch for? Why?
Mm-hmm.
If it was an enjoyable date, just, hey, great memories. Move on. We're done.
That's it,
bro.
That's it. Y'all need to learn to enjoy shit. Let it be what it is, and keep it pushing. Guys, I'm telling you, and a lot of spiritual gurus and teachers talk about this. They talk about, look, you can't hold on to nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold on to nothing. Listen, all of us are gonna die one day. I know that, right? Yeah, y'all forgot? Y'all forgot, like, you can't even hold on to this life. You're going to die. You understand? You can't hold on to your youth. You're going to get old.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So just enjoy the situation. Enjoy that motherfucker. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about all that other shit. All that other extra shit is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Man. But that's about it, man. That's pretty much it, man. We done. We finished. You feel what I'm saying?
Make sure you go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Get on the masculine identity membership.
Make sure you guys get the summer sale. Put a code in summer. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, get on the masculine identity membership for $1, guys. $1. And make sure you guys get on the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials.
Hey, what's the program you got on there for this month?
Oh yeah, so again, guys, I have this program right here for this month, which is called 15 Ways to Open a Conversation with Women. Make sure you get that shit and get it cracking.
All you mouthpiece fans, go get that.
Facts. Make sure you guys go get that shit, man. And yeah, and make sure you guys get the tickets to the Game Kings 2 screening. Let me play that real quick. Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yeah, make sure you guys get that shit. Make sure. And yeah, man. Tune in later today at 4:15. We gonna be going up. You feel me? And,
that's later today. Shit,
man. I'm telling you, listen, guys. We giving y'all consistent game. So make sure you guys, get up on the memberships so that you can dive deeper. I'm telling y'all need to get up on this shit, man. Because there's things you know, there's things you don't know, and it is things you don't know. Shout out to Steve. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys check that out. Anything else you want to say, Miles, before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Yeah, get your tickets, man. Hope to see you in Miami, October 26th, man. That's pretty much it. And be grateful and good night.
All right, people, we out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out. Yo. I've been that nigga since way back. You ain't that nigga, don't say that. I've been that nigga since way back. You just cap, nigga, I state facts. I've been doing this since back then. Niggas be rapping, but I be painting these pictures, I'm not just yapping. My life's a movie, but I'm not doing no acting. I keep it real if you really about that action. You could call me Mr. Smith, I'm about to slap him. This nigga don't know the half, call me a fraction. This nigga don't know the math, I will subtract him. Every track I've ever done, I was just subtracting. It's to hear the blackest nigga, but you're a Klansman. You're a hater and you hater because you have men that you fucking with, they hitting you on the back end. See what had happened? You was that nigga since way back. You threw it way back. See, I don't play that. Nigga, just do you. Just be the true you. I'ma just do me. I always say that. That's real talk. Always knew from way back that I gotta do me. And I mean, what else could I do but do me? Yo, I'm on that hype shit. Won't even write shit. Won't even type shit. Why these young ass niggas always be saying type shit? Am I a hating no nigga that just don't like shit? Niggas scared to rock the boat, I run a tight ship. Shorty wanna be my girl, but she my side chick. Says she wanna kick it, does that make her my sidekick? I remember back in the days I had the sidekick. Yo, I've been that nigga since way back. I had that 8-track tape, I played some songs and then I ate snacks out of my lunchbox. How could you hate that? I drunk the juice out my thermos, I watched Miss Piggy love Kermit. I had that VCR, I used to tape Pee Wee Herman. I used to hide under bleachers, I rode in my Trapper Keeper. I had a crush on that girl, but they never tried to keep her. Yo, I've been that nigga since way back. You ain't that nigga, don't say that. I've been that nigga since way back. You just cap, nigga, I state facts. I've been that nigga since way back. You ain't that nigga, don't say that. I've been that nigga since way back. You just cap, nigga, I state facts.